around the sides. So it's not like the grey rock. But only like up to there, right? So only like there, and then down to there, and then everything above is the natural stuff. Because it looks a little bit rough here. I mean, the caves are like that. The caves are pretty rough. But maybe because we have the pauper stuff, it doesn't seem so bad. Alright, so we didn't use glass. I can use more lanterns again. Ah. I have a lot of deep slate here. Okay, so what are we doing about these arches? Um, Polished deep slate? Did I not make polished deep slate stairs? So polished deep slate is the primary, and then deep slate bricks is the secondary. Imagine, if you will. I also need snow blocks, don't I? Where did I keep my snow blocks? Snow blocks for filling. Imagine, if you will. I guess inside here it's gotta be filled. I am not sure. Alright, so imagine that that and then at some point an arch, right? How close to the top should the arch be? Right, like one block like that. Except this is not all the way down. Mm. Hold up. Not doing this right. Okay, so the other side. Consider if you don't see this because it's on the corner. But we have that. Across there, which means I should get the cobbled deep slate. And then the next arch is underneath here, right? 3. In there. And then that's gonna be solid. So there's gonna be like a big arch, a small arch, except now I just realized that this is gonna be visible because the arch is right here. Right, so never mind what I thought about this. And then, what happens on the inside of this? Is it really gonna be arches like that? I guess it is. Um... Geometrically complicated, right? Should I fill everything back here? Not sure. How does the rest of this go? I don't even know. I'm gonna need a lot more of those blocks. Is that gonna be hollow on the inside? I think it is. The corners are not gonna be hollow on the inside. Let me reconsider that. Corners, I think. Let's make sure I have enough light. What should I do about the corners? Well, I mean, that one can be... snow block. What did I do here? So imagine, if you will, that um which if I did that, means that. And then I don't know what happens there. Maybe nothing happens here. Right, we do that. And that. And then on this side, we do that. But I was thinking the middle of this is going to be solid. It's going to be Deepslate bricks. So this is not hollow, actually. This is going to be solid. Which is why I was thinking, like, do I need to leave this open? Oh yeah. Yes. Yes. And let's say we do that, and then this. Oh, that's completely wrong. Oh wait, they join up that way. I don't want them to join up that way. I don't want that to join up that way. You know what? Don't worry about that. That's awkward though, isn't it? Can I do that? Sure. Close enough. If I do that, slightly awkward, but less awkward than the other one. No one's gonna see this. No one's gonna look up into there. Okay, so the columns on the corners, I was thinking I want to do this. Okay, alright, and then the next part, if I could figure out what I'm doing, the next part, oops, we go there. Ah, this part is awkward. It needs to be one block lower down on this side. Which makes that slightly strange now. Not that one. 1, 2? I thought it was 3. Was it only 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, no, it's only 2. Right, that goes there. Let me put a torch here, because I'm closing this off. Partly closing inner one. A lot of this is closed off. The question is, do I fill all this in? Let me see how far this goes. Because we're talking about there, there, and there. You can still get through here. Sort of. So I guess it's not completely closed off. Alright, so now on the inside here, how much of this is filled in? To there. To there. To there. Right, and then the rest of this is the break. Alright, so the smooth deep slate. Oops, wrong one. On the outer faces is the smooth. What do they call it? Chiseled. Polished. The polished on the outer face. Wait, that's not correct. Does matter if these are not brick? It matters just a little bit. Like that. Except here, this should also... do that. Maybe a lantern in the middle of the arch? That's not the middle of the arch. A lantern in the middle of the arch, which I guess we should do the same. Hold on, where's the middle of the arch? There. 1, 2. Right, a lantern in the middle of the arch. Looks like that, except that this should be that on that side. Okay, so far so good. Very complicated.